Welcome to Lunar Ridge Bank Trust. How can I help you today? You want to open up some accounts with us? How great. We're great to have you in. Do you have accounts already with us? You're a new customer. Oh, well, that is fantastic. Oh, would you give me just one moment? Okay. Toevarnishin daarvoor. Nastulen exoprogram telwashen invara. Errektavar. Vekmar. Einverkustum. Entevara korek vanaren. Varen? My apologies about that. We have a new employee and she's still getting used to how our computers work. So it's a little bit of a learning curve. Okay. So you are a new customer. I'm so happy about that. So I'm going to put you here in our database, create a new customer profile, and from there we can start opening up some accounts for you. Okay. So from you, I'm going to need 2 forms of ID. Thank you so much. So, if you don't mind, I'm just going to put your information in here. Just gonna get your birth date in here. You know, my best friend and you have the same birth date. Isn't that something? The expiration of your documents in here. Issue date. Great. Now, put your other ID as well, and your the number, and of course the address. Yes, we're a local bank, so we try our best to give the best customer service possible, of course. So many beautiful homes on your street. I always admire them from afar. Can't exactly buy something there myself, but definitely cool. Let's see. To put this ID as well up here. Where's that spot? You can have these back. Thank you so much for that. So, what sort of accounts were you looking at today? I could give you our full menu so you are well informed with what we have. Let me see what you're going to be eligible for. I will tell you right now, we don't have any deposit limit, so there are no fees on our accounts. As long as you just keep them open, then we don't have any fees. You know, no sort of $50 limit to keep in your account to not accrue any fees. Yeah, that's so annoying. So, we have our basic checking account. With that, we give just a little half percentage of interest on whatever you keep in there. It's not much, but it's just a little something to pad the pocketbook. And we also have a special rate for those that keep $1,000 in their checking account. You get a full percentage point. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's like a decent rate. We also have a couple of savings accounts. And with the savings account, you're going to get a higher interest rate, of course. Let's see what our rates are. Looks like right now you get a full 2% in your savings account. And then, of course, if you keep over $500 in the account, then it's a 2.5%. It's just a little bonus for saving up a little bit more. And you want to keep your savings account as your rainy day fund. It's not like your checking account where money is flowing much freely. Savings account is for something special, such as a house, car payment, or just for, like I said, a rainy day. So, would you like to open up either of those accounts? Both the checking and the savings. It's a great idea to have one of each at least. So let me just put in some information for your checking account here. I'm sorry. If you don't mind, I can take back your ID to put in just a little bit more information connected to these accounts. So we're going to be opening up a checking account. Going to have your own unique account number, and on the checks that we're going to give you, you'll be able to see the routing number as well. We're also going to be opening up a savings account. Let's get that in there. Should be able to just put the information in here. We have guarantees on all of the accounts, up to $50,000 for any account that you open up. And of course, there's no limit on the amount of accounts you can open up. If you find that your balance is exceeding that 50,000 and you want to maintain that guarantee, you could just come in and we can open up another account. Of course, for a checking account, I don't recommend keeping that much money in there. Your money is better suited to a savings account where you're at least getting that 2%. Or in the case of such a large sum, the 2.5%. So, and actually, if you're keeping that much money in your savings account, you might be better off opening up one of our CDs. Yes, we have 3 different offerings right now if you're interested. Yeah? Alright, let me just check the rates on those. Of course, depending on how much money you're going to be bringing into the system right now, depend on if you would like to get a CD. But let's see. Right now our rates are going to be for 6 months 3.5%. For 1 year we have a 4.5% CD. And if you're willing to part with your money for up to 3 years, we have 6% guaranteed. It can be worth it if that money is going to be earmarked anyway for something like a bigger purchase. Yeah. Such as house, cars in the future, education, those sorts of things. Would you like to do a CD? Okay. We do have a minimum deposit on the CDs of $500, so is that okay? Alright, let's do the CD as well. Which term were you thinking? So there are 6 months, 1 year, and 3 years. All 3 of your accounts set up. We just need the initial deposits. Okay, great. Okay. Let's see how much we have here. 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40. counted here is $3,480. Is that correct? Okay, good. Alright, so how much would you like to be put in the checking account, savings account, and the CD? Okay, so we're going to do 2,000 in the CD, 1,000 in the savings, and 400 in the checking. How about that extra 80? Also in the checking. Okay, so let's do that. Let's count out 2,000 for the CD first. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. That's 2,000. So now 1,000 for the savings. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now, for the checking, we should have 480 left. 1, 2, 300. 3, 4, 5 is 100. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be 80. Okay. So, congratulations. I would like to give you a couple of complimentary things. This is a checkbook register. What you will use it for is to mark down your own transactions as you make them with your account. So when you pay somebody with a check, you mark it in here, and you also subtract from the total, so you can keep your own records of how much money you're spending. There's also some instructions on this page. You can see that you could put the check number down here on the left side, and then the date, a description of your transaction. So let's say you go to the grocery store, you can write the details of it right there. Then how much money it was, if you paid some type of fee, and then you can calculate the balance at the end. So it's a good way to keep track of your checkbook. So let's go. And of course, you can't do anything without a few checks, right? We have complimentary checks for you. We have printed out a couple of complimentary checks. If you ever need more, you can just come in and ask and we will print them out for free. However, there's a limit to it. We only print out a couple at a time. So if you want to get your own checkbooks, that's what most people find the most convenient. I believe there's 6 here. Perforation here at the bottom. You can separate the checks from this paper. So that's that. So let me just put those deposit amounts into your account here. 2,000 for the CD, 1,000 for the savings, 480 for the checking account. Yeah, that's right. Let me give you back your ID. You want to keep that safe, of course. Is there anything else I can help you with? Okay. You're looking for something a little more special. Well, we have something quite special. It's our Cosmic Investment Vault. In those we hold meteorites, cobalt-60, uranium-235, a very special vault that holds highly radioactive items and maintains a radioactive level by also protecting the surrounding area. Also, carbonaceous chondrites, spinel. Is that kind of what you were looking for? Okay. There is a fee associated with this account, this vault, particularly because we do take great care to make sure that these items are protected and kept in their most valuable state. It is an investment vault, after all. The environment is climate controlled and monitored, protected for safety. It's only $2 a month though. And of course we guarantee all of the items in there, up to $100,000 for these vaults. Is that kind of what you were looking for? Okay. What did you have that you wanted to store? velour molar. You have it with you? Let's see. Oh, let me put on some gloves. I always want to be. This is quite something. And this, you say, is a real velour molar from a velour behemoth. Well, I believe you. It's in beautiful condition. This is definitely something that we can store. Is this something you want to just keep in storage, or because we also assess, we do appraisals of cosmic items and we do purchasing as well. We have a small investment market here, so if you're interested in selling this, we would give an appraisal and make an offer for it. Well, let's get your account set up first. While you're thinking about it, you can store it. It's quite heavy. Cosmic investments. Remember, I'll leave your information. And if you wouldn't mind, I can just have the monthly fee come out of your checking account. You don't even have to worry about it. Yeah, I'll do that. The accounts will be connected in here, so anytime you bring in your ID, any of our tellers can access and see the status of all your accounts. It's really convenient. So let me just put in the information of what we have. Lauren Behemoth. Appears to be fossilized as well, meaning it's not a particularly fresh tooth. It looks like, you say it's a velour behemoth, but it could be one of its ancestors, honestly. Weight is probably 10 pounds. The size 8 inches. This is probably going to require some type of climate control environment. I don't know if you were keeping it under some type of climate control before. Something of this nature definitely doesn't need to be climate controlled, but to keep it as preserved as possible. Definitely something low humidity, low light, and low humidity environment. like to have this appraised as well. It's something we can do. I will put in a appraisal schedule just so you can get a good idea of how much this could be worth. I can't really give an official guess, but this is quite a rare item. I think some people might be very interested in it. I could probably guess maybe $5,000. So, let's see. I'm not an appraiser though, so you'll have to wait for the official. It might take a couple weeks though, if you don't mind. Alright. Okay, I will take this and put it somewhere safe. I must say, thank you for bringing in such a wonderful artifact. It's definitely a treat for me to be able to handle and see such valuable cosmic items. Alright, now, is there anything else? Oh, you have some savings bonds. Well, were you looking on cashing them in? Okay, none of them are mature yet. Well, let's take a look. Let's see. Looks like none of them are mature yet, but if you want, I can check the current value of them all. Okay. So let me see here. Okay. Series. This one is currently worth $80. $82.15 to be exact. The next one. January. This one's currently worth $73.27. So I have quite a few years left on that one. This one's only worth $43.90 right now, but you still have at least 10 years left on that one, so it's going to go up. The last one here. This one's actually worth $103.67. Not bad. It's going to mature soon, so should just keep an eye on that one so you can come and cash it in when it's ready. Okay. Alright. Was there anything else? Well, you got a lot of your banking done today, and I'm really happy you chose us for your banking needs. Please come back anytime if you have any questions, and we'll send you an appraisal letter very soon for your molar tooth. Alright? Have a great night.